Bank of Industry is financing Nigeria's future with strong focus on a corporate strategy scaling enterprises at every level, small, medium, and large. BOI is big on anchoring national infrastructure.
Hello and welcome to BOI IMPACT. I'm Senam Yomotosho. Each week, we showcase the Bank of Industry's work in transforming Nigeria's economy, supporting enterprises from the grassroots to the global stage. Coming up on today's program, our showcase features a sustainable agriculture pioneer in Ijesha, a key player in metal processing and construction. Plus, we hear from a nano entrepreneur who turned a small grant into a massive lifeline. In our Insight segment, BOI's Yinka Adeboye breaks down the federal government's 200 billion naira intervention fund, focusing on the dedicated 75 billion naira component for MSMEs. Our main feature tackles the big picture, Nigeria's evolving power landscape, the raw infrastructure that keeps our industries running. And we wrap up with the landmark launch of the 2 billion naira BOI NYC Entrepreneurship Fund, designed to provide affordable single-digit interest loans to National Youth Service Corps members across Nigeria. It's all here on this edition of BOI Impact. Let's begin with our showcase.
In Ebonyi, a presidential conditional grant scheme PCGS beneficiary shows how a 50,000 naira grant can make a difference.
After my NYC service, the little I saved, I use it to gather some certain things and augment it with the one I have already and get a computer set and start off. So a little I get from there, I get photocopy added. From there, it continues to increase little by little. So we have been battling with finance to make it more brighter.
For an entrepreneur like Mba Emmanuel, who runs this printing and business center, that crucial injection of capital allowed him to purchase essential operating items.
I used to get 2 cartons of rim, which cost 25,000 naira. And that's what we bought now. With this little I have here, it helps me to feed my family. And even most of people which is my clients, they are happy because the moment I satisfy them and them as well, they're satisfied with what I did for them and they give me money to satisfy my own financial little needs.
This support helps meet the needs of his clients and empowers him to earn his living. In Anambra, steel is being shaped not just into structures, but into opportunity. PHILINDUK International started in a small batcher in 2005. 2 decades later, it has become a thriving metal and steel fabrication factory.
Our factory started operation since 2005. So we have started gradually from batcher to one warehouse. From there, we bought land for expansion. So it's not easy, but through the help of BOI, they have assisted us first before, and we paid down. And this second part of it, we are able to expand more. And also today we are situated in a 4,000 square meter of land. So now we are pushing on, and it was not easy anywhere.
PHILINDUK International Limited is one of our members. In fact, he's an active member of our branch. You know, as you can see, we've gone around the factory, and what I saw here today, I'm very impressed. You know, he's fully into production.
We have 2 different type of loan. We have 2 types. We have a term loan. Also, we have working capital. So that working capital, we have invested it in buying raw material. Then the term loan is for our machines in order to boost our production. Before then, we produce about 3 ton, 4 ton per day, but now we can produce 10 ton in a day. After the fund, we can produce 10 ton of our raw material every day. So that is a very good. That is a very good office. So the loan have assist us in getting more workers also. Employ 20 of them, and we are still looking for more because we are still expecting our raw materials. Once we have them done, we need to expand and get more workers because we are lacking workers also. We thank them very much because of their help and their assistance. Because that money is what keep us on up to today. So we thank federal government, we thank Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and we also thank the BOI for their assistance. And I say they should keep it on.
BOI financing has helped the business expand capacity, modernizing its equipment, and meeting demand from across Nigeria's growing construction sector. In Osun, Makaiza Farms is proof that agriculture remains the backbone of enterprise.
There has always been a shortage of these finished products on the local market. So we are here to satisfy the local market, and eventually on some of the derivatives, we're looking at the export market. So that's what we do.
From modest beginnings in Elisha, the company has grown into a structured business, creating jobs, building supply chains, and feeding households.
We're doing good, and we'll be doing better with the help of BOI. We are into agribusiness, and basically what we do is adding value to oil palm. So we've got some plantations around here, palm plantations. Furthermore, we have an extraction plant. That means a crushing plant, a crushing plant. A vegetable oil refinery, a solvent extraction plant, and a fractionation plant. So basically that's what we do for now. We started the business, and we thought problems, we were facing problems here and there concerning finances. And we got advices from fellow manufacturers. That was basically how we got to know about the fundings. The need came for us to come up with a vegetable oil refinery, and so we got the first facility to facilitate setting up the refinery, and we did the same on the solvent extraction plant. So it has been impactful. It has been very helpful to our business. With the support of the funding, it has enabled us to open up on further funds, that is, increase the staff strength where it is needed.
With BOI support, Makaiza is scaling its operations, investing in better facilities, and ensuring food security at community level. Now to our Insight segment, where we unpack the financial structures powering Nigerian enterprise. This week, BOI's Divisional Head Multilaterals Division, Yinka Adeboye, breaks down the federal government's 200 billion naira intervention fund and the 75 billion naira portion dedicated to small and medium enterprises.
In 2024, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu inaugurated the 200 billion naira intervention fund. This fund was set up to support Nigerian enterprises through the economic headwinds that we're going through, high inflation, difficult business environment. BOI was appointed as the execution partner agency for this fund. So these funds have three parts, three components. There's a 75 billion naira manufacturing sector fund. There's a 50 billion naira presidential conditional grant scheme, and there's a 75 billion naira MSME intervention fund. So the MSME intervention fund is what I'll speak more about. This is a 75 billion naira fund that is to support small, nano, and micro enterprises to enhance their business operations. We started off with a limit of 1 million naira for this fund, but based on engagement with the business sector, we understand that 1 million naira would really not be enough to support their business. So we sought for approval to increase the limit to 5 million naira. So this loan is a soft loan for a 3-year period with 3 months moratorium period before repayment begins. Repayment covers, the moratorium covers interest and principal repayment. So for a 3-year period, it's at 9%, all inclusive, no other hidden charges. This fund is available to all enterprises. So there are primary, there are basic characteristics of the enterprises. You need to be registered with CAC. To register with CAC takes basically about 24 hours for most levels of registration. You also have to have a clear business case of what you want the funds to finance, because we'll be asking you for invoices of what you want to finance. And we also need to know that, you do not have existing bad loans under your name. So basically that's it. In terms of the security for the fund, we've walked through the structure of our bank. We've scaled down a number of requirements. We typically would ask for 2 guarantors, but for this fund, we're asking for 1 guarantor, personal guarantor for the fund. And once you present your papers, we'll process the funds for disbursement. And this fund covers all sectors of the Nigerian economy. So the long-term plan for everything that we do, including this fund, is to create sustainable businesses. It's not just about providing finance. We need to also provide capacity building for them, which we do on a regular basis at no cost to these enterprises, to make them understand how to manage basic business management skills, such that these businesses would outlive even the proprietors of these businesses. They hand them down to their children or sell the business at some point in the future if they want to. It's not just about finance, it goes way beyond finance. That is something that we've learned over time, and we know that to create a sustainable economy, you need to ensure that you empower entrepreneurs, not just with finance, but with business management skill. MSME is one major part of these 6 thematic areas. And this fund is for micro, small, and medium enterprises, largely nano enterprises, because they are the lowest of the low in terms of size in the ecosystem. So that's the fundamental segment that we're focusing on. But within the micro enterprises, we also deal with women-based businesses, which is one of our thematic areas. There's infrastructure, small businesses that manufacture items. We also deal with some that are into climate and sustainable projects. We also have a part earmarked for the youth. We have one that skill set, which is also part of the thematic areas that we have. So we try everything that we do, like I keep saying, beyond this fund. Everything that we do as Bank of Industry, we try to ensure we cover all of these thematic areas as we scale up, because fundamentally where we're set up is to provide impact.
As Adegboye notes, MSMEs are not just small businesses. They are the foundation of Nigeria's economy, and BOI is ensuring that foundation is stronger than ever. In the heart of Nigeria's premier commercial district, a transformative solution to unreliable power is underway.
When I decided that I wanted to start a company, I wanted to enter into an industry that would have a significant amount of impact in terms of the lives of Nigerians, basically. And energy infrastructure is at a deficit, and that was a space that made a lot of sense for us to build a business in, and that's exactly what we've done.
This is the Victoria Island Embedded Power Generation Plant, a landmark 30-megawatt project set to redefine energy for the nation's foremost business hub.
Before you see the first shovel in the ground, there's so much work that needs to go into a project. And really, the reward only comes after the project is built and it's many years in operation. when we started, we had very little capital. We had one employee, and we had really just a lot of bold and audacious courage in terms of saying we want to build a business in this space. So we had to start up small, and we started trading actually, trading within the energy space, oil and gas. But we always had the vision that we would transform into what it is that we are today.
I have been with Elektron for over 7 years now. It's been fascinating to watch the evolution of the company from the early days, from where we started. It's been a big growth, constant growth over the years, from the early days where we were just a single asset company to the point of where we are today, where we are able to attract financing from prestigious organizations such as Bank of Industry.
The very existence of this company as an energy infrastructure player relied heavily on Bank of Industry. Our first asset, which we acquired about 12 years ago, was Alausa Power Limited. And one of the significant things that made it possible for us to acquire that asset was that the asset had already been approved for a BOI loan in terms of the financing structure. So our journey as a business, an energy infrastructure power company, greatly relied on Bank of Industry.
The fact that we're able to receive funding from such an institution has given us an additional layer of credibility. I think it has put a pep in our step. Even on the floor, you see the workers that all the employees are now a bit more energized being affiliated with such an organization. And again, even outward looking, to be able to have Bank of Industry on our portfolio as a partner, as a lender, it's also been fascinating to watch how it has opened doors for us and increased our credibility.
Over 20 billion naira financing from Bank of Industry for one of our projects, the Victoria Island Power Plant. And that power plant will literally allow for almost all of Victoria Island to have uninterrupted, reliable power. That would not be possible without the Bank of Industry. And also the impact on commerce is significant. We will move to a situation where literally thousands of diesel generators will no longer be necessary, and commerce will thrive, property values will thrive. Residents of Victoria Island will also benefit from this uninterrupted power.
So in terms of milestones achieved, we've achieved financial close. In project terms, we've done the piling works. So we are building 30 megawatts power generation plant, gas fired. And so the piling is done. Construction is about to commence. In fact, the contractor has mobilized the site.
Beyond funding, BOI's involvement also gave credibility to the project, helped us to strengthen investors and stakeholder confidence, and allow us to maintain construction momentum despite the challenging macroeconomic environment.
Scheduled for completion in early 2026, this will provide consistent, affordable electricity, directly replacing diesel generators and dramatically cutting carbon emissions.
First of all, I have a job because of this project. And then I would also like to say that the project has given me an opportunity to have a first-hand view of how we are tackling the power problem in Nigeria. It has given a lot of people jobs, directly and indirectly. And we've been signing PPAs with off-takers, and they are so excited even before the project comes on live.
We will not be able to do what we do. We will not be able to build the several power plants that we're building that are financed by the Bank of Industry. We will not be as process-driven an organization and compliant an organization as we are. What I want to say to the Bank of Industry is that we absolutely look forward to doing more with the Bank of Industry. We see ourselves as partners, and we hope that they would continue to support us.
The Bank of Industry's role in financing this critical infrastructure is a direct investment in national competitiveness, helping to secure the operational backbone of finance, tech, and commerce, enabling businesses to thrive, reducing operational costs, and making Nigeria's commercial core more attractive to global investment. In our news wrap today, the Bank of Industry and the NYSC have formally launched the BOI NYSC Entrepreneurship Program.
Thank you. Today is a special day for us. We're all gathered as one family for the launch of a 2 billion BOI NYSC Entrepreneurship Program.
This collaboration builds on a long-standing alliance evolving from the successful Skills Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development (SAID) program and its Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund. The shared vision is clear: to unlock the entrepreneurship potential of young Nigerians.
Our objective is not just to disburse loan, but to nurture sustainable enterprises that can grow, employ others, and make meaningful contribution to Nigeria's gross domestic product.
We will not give them these funds without capacity building. So we are investing in them to make sure that we give them the right capacity. When they take this money, they'll be able to utilize it well and repay the loans. And now we've moved it. We've looked at the economy in general, and we realized that 2 million may not be. We've moved it up to 5 million.
This ambitious goal is to ensure every one of the 400,000 core members emerges each year as a business owner or a workplace-ready professional.
We are strengthening our monitoring and evaluation framework to provide continuous business support services, mentorship, and periodic assessments.
It's going to upskill the youths. Me, personally, I deal with gadget supply, procurement, office equipment. So if I was able to upskill with this kind of fund, it will be a great opportunity for me.
So it's really a great opportunity because I believe I will try as much as possible to be a beneficiary of this funding as well. Also tell others having core members who I'm aware have ideas that they would like to see, come to light.
It gives me a lot of joy and encouragement about the future of our Nigerian youth. They're great. It's only going to further encourage, empower our young graduates to become thriving entrepreneurs in Nigeria, and they can be the best in any part of the world.
I'd like to commend the Bank of Industry for its trusted partnership. Together, we are not just funding businesses, we are funding future.
It's a strategic commitment to build not just skills, but the business owners of tomorrow. From Abuja, this has been your BOI Impact News Wrap.
From farms in Osun to fabrication in Anambra to national power infrastructure, today's episode has exemplified the breadth of enterprise that BOI is enabling. Now we know you're preparing to do great things and bring about an important shift. Why don't you get in touch to learn how the Bank of Industry could support that enterprise? Visit www.boi.ng, follow us on social media, or call 0700 call BOI. I'm Senam Yamotosho, reminding you that each time you buy Nigerian, you're partnering with BOI and Nigeria in the very important goal of helping to build our country. Thank you for watching BOI Impact. See you next time.